What up? What up? What up, my overweight lover family? Man, look. Let's get it popping. Man, look. You know, when somebody start off with, man, look here. You know, it's about to be a deep one. I want to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart, and I'm pretty sure you all go through the same thing. This one for the single bros. Even if you married, man, even if you're in a relationship, I'm pretty sure you've been here before. So I'm at a season in my life where I'm ready for something serious, right? I played a very long time. I'm just shooting you straight. I played a very long time. I'm tired of playing. I'm ready to come in the house. I've been outside for a very long time, man. I'm ready to come in the house. But I'm realizing that process is just that. It is a process to find that one set person to help me get in the house, so to speak, right? So today, man, we're talking about the truth about dating as a big man. That's what we're talking about today. The truth about dating as a big man. Big bros, y'all already know, man, that there's a lot of myths out there that we fight daily, especially in the dating game. One of the myths out there is that big means lazy. Right? That's one of the myths. One of the myths out there that people assume that big means unhealthy or that we don't care about our bodies or anything like that. That's a myth. Another myth out there is you get attention late night, but not in the daylight. Bro, I looked up some of these myths, man. I was cracking up, man. One of the myths are you get attention late night, but not in the daylight. I mean, what are we, vampires? We got fangs? We in the movie centers? Like, well, I don't understand that statement at all. Another myth is the one that cracks me up as well is that we don't smell good. That big men stink. That big men can't dress. That big men aren't sexy. That big men aren't confident, right? And I say again, it is my purpose in life, one of them, to destroy that myth. I want you to help me destroy that myth. All of those myths. Let's destroy them together. Because we are the overweight lovers. I named this podcast that for a reason. As big men, we got special powers, man. What are those special powers? We command the room soon as we walk in stature, and now we have to either learn or utilize the gifts of commanding verbally as well. Some use humor, some use knowledge, some use the best of both, but most big men that I know have charisma. And charisma takes you a long way. I say again, charisma, fellas, takes you a long way. Listen, you give me the so-called finest brother, and you put us in the same room with a ton of women. Let him work his magic. Let me work mine. I promise you that they will remember me more. Yeah, he might be fit. He might be the so-called fine, what America calls fine. Because in certain countries, baby, big men represent well, right? But you let me work that room and let him work that room and see who's most memorable by the end of that day. That's called charisma, fellas. That's also called confidence. So those are two things we have to work on as big men. Unfortunately, man, we do fight stigmas. We do fight myths about us. We have it's just what it is, man. It's like being a black man. You're gonna fight those myths every day. It's just like being a brown man, just like being just a minority. Period. You're gonna fight those stigmas and those myths and those ideas that people think because that's what they show on television. People think that's how it really is. That's just something we got to do, man. It's just part of life. Don't even get mad at it. I enjoy, let me repeat, I enjoy proving people wrong, right? I enjoy it. I love to hear, you know what, Courtney, man, you're different, right? That means I'm doing something then, right? You're different, man. I had a stigma about you, about, big men or people of color or whatever the case. I've had every conversation out there. All right. So number one, fellas, don't get offended by that, right? Use that as fuel. Use it as fuel, bro. I use it as my fuel. So in order to have charisma, you also have to have knowledge. Not saying you got to know everything under the sun, but it is pretty cool and it is pretty handy to be able to just talk about almost anything. Yeah. To be able to talk about almost any subject. You ain't got to know it all, but have an idea of it, right? And don't be afraid to say, you know what? I don't know what that means. Can you break that down? Let me tell you something about women. They love to talk. They love to talk, brother. So ask questions. Women love to talk and they love to have the attention that you're going to give them when you're asking the questions that you're asking. Right? So we have to utilize the talents and the gifts that God has given us, right? Mine is charisma. Mine is jokes. Mine is knowledge. Mine is also dressing nice. Yeah. Dressing nice helps. It really does. Smelling good helps. Big time. I say and I say again, your fragrance is the greatest wingman of all time. You have to utilize your fragrance. Utilize it. Because if a woman walks up to you and say, hey, you smell nice, that is your window of opportunity to introduce yourself and then utilize the charm, utilize the knowledge, utilize your ability to make her smile, right? It all go hand in hand. It will. I'm tell you something, man. Being funny, like making a woman laugh, brother, priceless. My uncle Chick, very funny man. Shout out to my cousin, his son, Kevin Knowles Jr., Kevin Knowles II. He just made it to the NFL, coming out of Florida State, and he will be playing for my team's arch rival, which is the Kansas City Chiefs. Go Bills, but I got to go for my cousin as well. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. My Uncle Chick told me as a 10-year-old boy, because that's when I started really getting into girls. He said, nephew, you make them laugh, you'll have them forever. You make them laugh, you have them forever. Well, he told the wrong person that. I went home and studied we didn't have the internet back then, but my dad had these Richard Pryor records. I studied Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy like it was a true book report. I wrote jokes. I repeated those jokes. I learned how they cussed. I learned how they delivered. I learned everything as a 10-year-old boy on how to make people laugh. I then took that set skill to school the next day to impress the young lady that I had an eye on. Guess what? It worked. I don't know why y'all showed me that. This is the magic. Making her laugh is the magic. Let's go. And that is how I became a stand-up comic. Like, it started back then. Now, granted, God gave me a gift. Now, I don't want y'all thinking everybody can go out and be a stand-up comic, but I'm just simply saying, make them laugh, make them smile, have knowledge, be able to hold a conversation, ask questions, be intrigued, act interested, bruh. Act interested, okay? And this is how you intrigue a woman. This is how you get her asking you questions back. Now, if you get her asking you questions back, you in the game. You in the game. Now, I know there's some player pimps out there and like, man, I know all of this stuff. Well, brother, you do. Most don't. Most men clam up around women. Not you, player pimp. I know you just gifted. You woman's gift to earth. Not talking to you, sir. I'm talking to the brothers who struggle with meeting women, who struggle at having conversation, who struggle with walking up to a woman and starting a conversation out of thin air. Most men, fellas, believe it or not, fear. That's like one of their number one fears. Walking across the room, starting a conversation with a woman. Because at the end of the day, who wants to be denied? Who wants to be let down? So I say this to you fellas. Don't worry about that part. She says no, then great. But you're not coming out the gate, hey, I want to marry you. Nah. You're not coming out the gate saying, hey, I want to take you out. Nah, you're going to sound a little creepy, bro. Now, that's the goal eventually. But you must first see if you even like her like that outside of her physical. So have a conversation. Talk to her as a human. Huh? Ask her name. I like to open up with something situational, whatever the situation is. Every situation is unique, so therefore you're not using these so-called lines out there, brother. Whatever she's doing at that time, that's what y'all need to talk about. If you at work and she's not your boss, because we don't want no problems. If she's at work and you see her pouring some coffee and you walk up to her and say, hey, you pouring something for me too? Yeah. Just open it up. If she smiled, then you win the game. If she doesn't, then hit her with another one. I'm just simply saying have a conversation, bro. Like, start the conversation. If she gives you conversation back, then she's intrigued. If not, then she would promise you, bro, she'll let you know. It'll be a cold one, boy. They know, ladies know how to let you know that they're not interested, brother. And if she is not, it's okay. Come on in here. If she is not, it's okay. It's okay. Okay? It's okay. Me, I tried twice. No 3 strike. If I'm interested in a woman and I try to have a conversation with her, the first time it didn't go well, I'll try again within that little time frame. I'll try again, and if it don't go nowhere, then cool. If I see her again, I'll try one more time, and that's it. Those are my 2 times. I'm through. That's it. I'm not gonna because after a while you start to look a little weird. You don't want to look weird. You don't want to look weird, right? So utilize the gifts that God has given you, man. And if you don't have the gift, and everybody has one, you just got to figure out what it is. If you don't think you have a gift, find something that you're good at or topic that you're good at. Use that. That's it. Flirting. Flirting is a wide spectrum. It is. It is a wide net that is cast, Jack, because I'm a friendly person, and a lot of time my friendliness is being taken by like I'm flirting, and that's not the case. I'm just being a friendly person. A woman I'm flirting with knows that I'm flirting with her, right? So I said that to say that your flirting doesn't have to be over the top. Your flirting could be the conversation, right? Let's go back to what I was talking about earlier about seeing the young lady at the pouring coffee, and you said, "Hey, you got enough for me, or can you pour me some, or something like that?" Right? That's an icebreaker. As you're going on in that conversation, and she giving you feedback, and you say, "Hey, you know what? I love to visit coffee shops, right? And I just found this one coffee shop that they say is amazing. Problem is, I don't want to go by myself." And if she says something like, "Oh, so you don't want to go by yourself, bruh? You in the game," right? You're in the game. If she says something like, "Yeah, I love coffee shops as well," you're in the game. Okay? If she doesn't say anything, then you say it again. "Hey, listen, are you in the coffee shops?" Ask her straight up. "You in the coffee? Outside of Starbucks? Like, I like to go to unique coffee shops. Like, what you in a unique coffee shop? Oh, I never been. You should go sometime." "Yeah, I should. Yeah, you should. Matter of fact, how about you meet me at such and such and such and such?" Situational conversations, fellas. Do not use lines. It is so played, so outdated, and it makes you and her uncomfortable. "You've been running around my mind all day." Bruh, shut up. So don't, never. I don't think it worked back then. It just sounds so 70s to me. You know what I'm saying? "Oh man, you a fly fox. Nah. Be yourself, man. Be your authentic self. If you're not funny, don't try. If you're very smart, be that. All right? Let's use the coffee situation. You see the young lady that you would like to approach. You see her at the coffee machine, and you walk up to her. It works like, "Hey, you know that coffee is made up of coffee beans?" She gonna be like, "Yeah, it kind of, yeah. Did you know that there are 10,000 types of coffee beans? That people really don't know that there are different types of coffee beans." "Oh, okay, I didn't know that." Yeah. And you break it down. So coffee beans from different parts of the country taste different, and you break that thing down, man. She's intrigued. Then you ask her, "Hey, do you visit coffee shops outside of Starbucks? I just found a coffee shop that I would love to take you to, and we can try all the coffee shops. I mean, all the coffee that they have there. What do you think?" And then you flash the dimple. I'm joking. That works for me, but you might not have dimples. I'm just saying. Dimples get you in the game too. But you're not me. I'm just saying I'm not. I'm joking. But dimples do get you in the game. Utilize who you are, man. Do not speak fast. Do not speak fast. It makes you sound nervous. It makes you sound unsure. And it makes you sound like you lack confidence. If you're telling a story to a young lady, take her on a journey, boss. Take her on a journey. I went to Colombia last summer, right? And I went to a coffee farm. And how they make their coffee is like this, and this, right? And then they take every coffee bean and they wash it with oat milk. So therefore, when they When they make coffee out of it, you can taste the oat milk that's in the coffee bean because they soak them in oat milk. Listen, bruh, I'm lying. I don't know if that's the truth or not, but I sound confident with it. You know what I'm saying? I like oat milk, by the way. So I'm simply saying, slow down, be confident, take her on a journey. Ask her questions. Ask her questions, okay? Ask her questions. Self-belief. Fellas, you have to have confidence. Like, women are like, okay, so let's use a dog as an example. Ladies, don't beat me up if you're listening, okay? This is for the big men. You don't need to be listening anyway, but listen. Fellas, if a dog run up on you and you act scared, he's gonna attack you. If a dog run up on you and you act like you're not scared, but you really are, he's gonna attack you. They can smell it. Right? It's just like a bear. Like they say, if a bear run up on you, like stick your chest out and act, broaden yourself, and the bear back down. That's what they say. I'm not doing it. He gonna have to catch me. Well, the bear can run 25 miles an hour. I can run 26. He got to catch me. But anyway, women are the same way. Like they can smell if you're not confident. Okay, so you need to practice being confident. You need to do things to build your confidence. Go get you a haircut. Go have some money in your pocket. Smell good. Look nice. Like all of that builds your confidence. I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because everybody has confidence. It was a song created back in the day called "Just Got Paid." Boom, boom, Friday night. Boom, boom, dun, 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 boom, boom, feeling right. On Fridays, when you get your check, your whole walk change. You get pigeon-toed and parrot-toed and bow-legged at the same time. Why is that? Because you're confident. Because you got that cash in your pocket. So when you get that haircut, you confident because you know you fresh. So that feeling right there, man, you need to be. I wish I could bottle that feeling for fellas. You need to be able to bottle that, keep that in your pocket. So when you see a young lady that you want, that you're interested in, you drink that confident juice and you walk up to her and say what you want, what you need to say. That's why a lot of men at clubs get super bold because they drink that confident juice. But I'm not talking about the type of confident juice I'm talking about that gas, that alcohol. It makes them bold, right? I'm not saying go drink alcohol. I'm simply saying keep that confident juice, that mental confident juice in your pocket, and you build your confidence. How do you build your confidence? Daily affirmations. Daily affirmations. I'm desirable. I'm powerful. I'm worth being chosen. I say this to myself every day. I'm desirable. I'm powerful. I'm worth being chosen. And I'm a confident dude. But I still need to build my confidence every day. Never wait for validation. Never wait for validation. I don't care if I get a compliment the rest of my life. I don't wait for validation. I believe. You got to believe in you. You got to believe that you're attractive. Right? You believe you're attractive, then you are attractive. And fellas, we got it good, man, because I've seen some unattractive brothers that were very confident. I've seen some unattractive brothers that were very confident and ladies loved them. Why? Because of the confidence. Wasn't the attraction. The attraction was the confidence. So that goes to show you that confidence is very sexy to women. Very sexy to women. Bring that energy, man. Bring that energy. I ain't saying energy like be super hype. No. That's cool for a minute, but you bring it back down. Bring that energy of confidence. Bring that energy like the sun. right? Like today was a beautiful day, and I just had to step out of church and just bask in the sun for a minute, like that type of, and it felt great. Be memorable, man. Like be memorable, right? Like she might not remember your name, but she remember that feeling you gave her. And that's why I say if you put me in a room with the so-called perfect specimen of a man, physically, you put me in a room with him, full of women, I promise you they'll remember me more than they remember him. Now they're gonna remember him because of his body, right? But they're gonna remember me because of the experience I've given them in just a few seconds, or just a few minutes, right? So I'm just saying, be memorable, fellas. Be memorable, man. Anyway, we at 25, man. We're going to keep this going on the next one, brothers. But I just wanted to holler at y'all, man, about dating. Because as a big man, we have to do things a little differently. We have to use our skills. We have to use our wit. We have to use our personalities. We have to use our charm. And don't get it twisted now. There's a lot of women out there love big men, period. And hey, ladies who love big men. And we doing something about that. We doing something real special this summer, man. So if you are a big man that is single and you are close to the Atlanta area, I want you to email me, man, ASAP, because we putting it together right now. I can't tell you what it is because we're still working on the back office deals, right? Make sure everything's covered. Email me at Overweight Lovers Podcast at Gmail, or email me at King Courtney Wellington at Gmail. Okay, email me ASAP, man. It's gonna be real cool. Ladies, if you are listening to this and you are a lover of big men as well, email me at Overweight Lovers Podcast at Gmail. Okay, we're gonna make this happen, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I want to bless some brothers. I want to be able to put some brothers in the right atmosphere to be successful from a dating standpoint. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be sexy. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be dope. I can't wait, but baby, I can't wait. Anyway, holla at your boy, Overweight Lovers. I love y'all, man. All right, continue to be big, continue to be bold, continue to be brilliant. There's power in these pounds, baby. Holla at your boy. Hootie hoo!